welcome back. So we have now played 12 holes here at Clement Farms. We're going to play the final 6 holes, 13 to 18, using only the Ace Line discs. So this one is par 3, 310, slightly uphill. You can either go with a backhand hyzer gap, but the gap to hit is pretty skinny, or you could go with the larger gap, which is like a turnover or a forehand. The only thing you have to worry about that is off to the left is out of bounds, and it's a pretty steep ravine. So if your disc goes down there, you may not get it back. But I'm gonna go D Model S forehand just because I feel more comfortable hitting that gap. Oh, come out of it. Come out of it. Yeah. So I tried to actually release that flat, but I actually released it with a little bit of anhyzer, and then the turn in the disc held it for actually a good amount of time. I was able to fade back before going down the ravine. So I now have a jump putt to get a birdie. Oof, that was bad. On to hole 14. All right, so hole 14, just dead straight, right in front of the basket. It comes down to, you could say a ravine of sorts, and then comes back up. So you do have to worry about rollaways on this hole, but I'm just gonna go F Model S backhand, maybe give it a little bit of anhyzer so it holds relatively straight all the way to the basket. 305 feet. Get off that tree. Squared it. All right, so that was the first tree that I've hit pretty hard. So let's check and see if I can see specifically the damage. So we're looking at, focus, there it is. So that's the damage from hitting that tree. Honestly, that's not bad at all. I've seen some other plastics from other manufacturers that are this kind of baseline plastic that if I hit a tree that hard, they would have like a gouge out of it. So that's actually really good. I'm really happy to see that that held up to that hit, and the flight plate is not warped or anything like that. So we're gonna go P Model S upshot here to get a hopefully get a par. We got a putt. So as we're walking up to my disc for this putt, I just wanted to talk about something really quick. I hear from a lot of players, especially amateur players, that they're afraid to throw forehands at putters because usually they wobble or they turn over or they just don't feel confident in them. But I definitely recommend to any amateur out there who may be watching this video, take a stack of putters. To be honest, preferably understable ones. Go out to your yard, throw them on some forehands. Don't try to throw them super far. Only try to throw them, maybe 60 to 80 feet, and start them out on that hyzer angle so that they don't flip over, and get comfortable with it, because once you have that comfortable forehand approach, sometimes it can make approaching the basket a lot easier. All right, so we are now on hole 15. It is a little over 300 feet, par 3. It's what some of us locals jokingly call the Simon hole, because of Simon's comments that he said about the hole in his course vlog when he came out and played here.
One place, highly recommended, 9 out of 10. Couple holes, one hole specifically, I think hole 15. Hole 15 is, what? Like, come on, you can do better than that.
I'm gonna go F Model S backhand and try to just go right up the gut, up the one gap right there in the middle and see if I can get close for a birdie putt. I'd say that's pretty good. This is probably one of my closest drives in this hole in a really long time. All right, so we are now at hole 16. According to the tee sign, it's 420 to the pin, but I believe that's the old pin location because it definitely plays longer than that. It's definitely the hardest par 4 on the course. The other 3 par 4s on the course are very drivable, whereas this one you have to place it really well. So that's why personally I like to go mid-range off the tee and leave myself a slightly longer up shot, but be able to control my tee shot a little bit better. So we're gonna go M model OS off the tee, hopefully place it right in the middle of the fairway so I can have an easy up for a 3. Ooh. All right. We're gonna be going for a 4 on this one. All right. So didn't do exactly what I wanted to off that tee shot. I thought I was gonna flip up or maybe flip over a little bit more than did, but thinking back, I think I released it with a little bit too much hyzer maybe. It just kind of popped up flat and faded. Luckily it's winter, so I actually do have some lines to get out of here. Normally in the summer, this area is super overgrown and you are pitching out that way to the fairway. But I'm gonna go overhand, probably like a tomahawk, maybe a thumber, the F Model S, see what I can do to get to the fairway. I'm not trying to get to the basket, just trying to get some forward progress and get back to the fairway. It's gonna be good. All right, so tomahawk got me probably about 80 to 90 feet away from the basket. I'm not trying to make it, just trying to put this P Model S nice and close and take a very easy par, which I'm always happy with on this hole. That's 4. All right, so we have come to the last hole of this course vlog here at Clement Farms. Hole 18, it's about 528. Basically, you want to just throw backhand hyzer that swings as far left as possible, really, to open up some straight lanes to the basket. Gonna go D Model S off the tee. Right in the landing zone I want. All right, so ideally I want to be about 5 to 10 feet more to the left so I can just have kind of easy straight shot. But instead we're gonna have to go with a little bit of an Anheuser putter shot up to the basket. Oh, too low. All right, that was way too low to actually get there. But let's see if we hit the jumper. All right, so that's gonna do it for my course vlog of playing with only the Ace Line discs. So the first thing that I was testing out was the durability of the plastic. I would say the two that I hit the most trees with were probably the F Model S and the M Model OS. And if we look at the rim of this disc, it actually doesn't have a lot of damage at all. We got a little bit of scraping right here, but outside of that, this one's pretty good. The F Model S definitely took the most damage. You can see some nicks and some hits, like nicks and scratches, but nothing too extreme. So to be honest, durability wise, I am really impressed with these discs. I've tried out a lot of baseline plastic from different manufacturers, including DX from Innova, D-Line from Discmania, Prime, Retro, and Origio from the 3 Trilogy brands, and now the Base Grip. Those are all the plastics I've tried, and this is honestly one of the best baseline plastics. For each disc only being $8.99, I mean, I hit some trees with these discs today, and they were hitting roots, rocks on the fairways, and they really held up. The other thing is score. I mean, I just compiled my score. I shot a 57, which is 1 under par here at Clement Farms, which I'd be happy with really any day of the week. I had a couple bogeys and a few birdies, some missed putts, but generally speaking, the discs fly really well. And I think that any beginner who wants to go out, try out disc golf for the first time can go out, get these 3 discs in a starter pack, and they can shoot pretty well. The discs are also going to last you a pretty long time. I feel like with our sport, sometimes it's daunting to see that a disc costs $16, $18, depending on the plastic that you're picking and the manufacturer. So to be able to see these discs being only $8.99, they're holding up to a full round in a pretty wooded course, and they're letting me get pretty low scores. I mean, I'd say they're some of the best bang for your buck for just a starter set of discs. So if you liked this format, please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be doing some other course vlogs here at Clement Farms, as well as some other courses in the area with my actual tournament bag, and maybe sometimes I'll come out and do a 1 disc challenge, or if you want to see me just do a challenge similar to this where I only have 1 disc in each mold, things like that, let me know. And please, if you liked this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, so that way you can be alerted whenever I upload new content. And let me know some ideas down in the comments of videos that you'd like to see me do. English. Videos you would like to see me do in the future. And until next time, get out and throw some discs.